Hey, let's do it. We finished Horizon Forbidden West yesterday. If you missed it, that playthrough's all up on the YouTube playlist. Today we're starting Outer Worlds as our next story-driven thing. Coach V-Ball, thank you for the 41 months. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Heard nothing but good things about this. I think we're gonna do Assassin's Creed Valhalla at some point in the future too, but I want to do a slightly shorter game in between Forbidden West and that. I did win, Magus. Christy and I just spent the day hanging out together. So you barely see the left logo. All right, I think that's good. One new game, please. The subtitles. I like that subtitles are on by default. Cinematic subtitles on. How big do I want font? That looks good.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations.
Oh, good, corporations!
Will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
The old 10-year trip to be a corporation slave. That's a good start. Cedrius, thank you for the 22 months. Welcome back. Maybe a touch loud. Yeah, I was a little bit late going live this morning because I was snow blowing my driveway.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
They just left them in hibernation chambers? Well, that's not okay. Oh, we have stats to assign. Dexterity, one-handed melee, handgun, dodge, block, sneak, medical, science, determination, lie, persuade. Didn't want to pay people too little. Yep.
If I had this one's charisma, people might actually talk to me.
I don't know anything about that. I'm just gonna pick some things. I think we're gonna be charming. Chat.
You're going to have people hanging off you like tumors on a cysty pig.
Extra headshot, weak spot damage, critical damage, melee, and ranged weapon reload speed. Oh, I do like faster reload speed. Maybe we'll leave charm there for now. We'll put dexterity up. Alright, let's say next. Oh gosh, now we have to assign points too. Oh, this is kind of like a D&D character build out, huh? Place a skill Points placed in a core skill will increase specialized skills after 50. It says I have 2 points. Does it want me to put them into a certain one? Oh, I have to select.
You're going to be hard to kill, though
I have
not
to
from lack
select
of try.
defense. Okay. Oh, I put something into the entire category. Got it.
Someone with a talent for exploiting insecurities.
Aptitude. This is very Elder Scrolls-esque character building. When they're eventually high enough, then you start picking just one. Okay, so you like generalize and then specialize as you level up. Beverage service technician. No discernible aptitude. Farmer dirt. Janitor.
Class A. Oh, right. Test subject.
We're just gonna leave the default. Look, chat, it knows. It knows who I am. Fredwick, thank you for the 52 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines. Have repairs to be
Not likely, bootlickers.
Bootlickers. I always hate
Initiate
bootlickers,
skip
chat.
jump.
It's darn corporate bootlickers.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 9%. Skip drive.
Shit.
Inappropriate.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
I guess this is the longest loading screen I've ever seen on my PS5 chip.
Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
This planet looks habitable, Chip. Awareness meters or enemy heads tell you if they're unaware, suspicious, investigating, or alert. It doesn't sound particularly friendly, chat. Maybe it's just having a Monday. Maybe.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Cute. That creepy sort of way.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
I've got a better idea. Give me your gun and I'll go get help. You're an idiot. Give me your gun before you get yourself killed.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
30% less likely to malfunction.
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
Reminder to use brace shot your Valor abilities. Maybe. I assume I'm supposed to shoot these?
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Alright, so right stick in is melee. It doesn't look like I can zoom. Oh, we can zoom. L2 is zoom. That's good to know. Line up my sights. Hibernation complications detected. Tactical time dilation. Due to complications stemming from being revived from extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the TTD button slows the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. Standing still drains your TTD meter, while moving and attacking drains it faster. Got it. Okay, so that's the purple meter under our health. Double click the jump button to dodge left, right, or backwards. Got it. Dodging's interesting for an FPS. Not something you always have access to as movement. Hacking and picking locks. Your hacking and lock picking skills help you get to places you're not meant to be. Mag picks are used to break open locks and bypass shunts to break computer encryption. If your skill is high enough to break security, you'll see how many mag picks or shunts you need and how long it will take. Cool. So 3 out of 3 and then 16 out of 15? Okay, sweet. So this isn't a dexterity-based check. It's just you need less items if you need less items if you're better at it. I'm told this game has systems very comparable to Fallout, but I haven't played Fallout. It definitely feels a bit, what's it called? Esque? Elder Scrolls. Oh, I like that there's a red dot when I'm on them. So I know if I'm going to hit or not when I'm being sneaky. Oh, it's made by some of the same devs as Fallout New Vegas. Okay. Oh, there's some auto aim going on here for the console. Oh, I should use the time slow more aggressively. It fills up quickly. Got it. Is the healing thing, the L1, a recharge or a consumable? Are those med kits by L1? It says 9x. It looks like a consumable. Consumable, okay. Noted. Should I assume everybody's a bad guy and go in guns blazing here? These don't say they're marauders. I want to assume they're friendly.
Get over here before you get yourself killed. Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he?
Still a moron. I'm hoping you're a little brighter.
Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some. Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh, look, we convinced them to help us. I like that. I was a little concerned putting points into charisma wouldn't be super worthwhile in a game like this, but so far, we've had a lot of good options, huh? I'm gonna murder these marauders. There's a ton of charisma checks. You love to see it. Those always go either way in a new game. I'm glad to hear it's not going to be wasted. You can fast travel to location of unlocked.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Prepare to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the designated location. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Try to stay alive this time. We'll do our best. You've been promoted. You've gained enough experience to go up a level, open your character ledger to advance your character, increases your health, gives you skills and perks. Keep leveling up and you'll be management material in no time. Spending a skill point into a core improves all of those skills to a maximum of 50. After 50, you add them into specialized skills. As skill improvement grows, unlocks bonuses every 20 points. Armor, consumable, status can temporarily raise and lower your skills. Got it. Oh, you put them in one at a time now. Got it. You're a straight shooter with upper management written all over you. Something like that. Leadership. Improve companion health and their abilities in combat. Significantly increases inspiration and determination. After 50, you can specialize. Neat. And we're going to do a lot of talking, chat. I'll put a couple of points into ranged here as well. I think we're going to do a largely talking character. Dialogue and leadership with a little bit of tech. Okay. You've unlocked a dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they are automatically combat dialogue abilities. Okay. Anti-Cleo specialized management seminars. Look at a perk selection on the screen. You choose which perks to buy with your perk points. You get a new perk point every 2 levels. You can also acquire perk points through gameplays. Acquiring 5 new perks makes the next tier of perks available to you. Auntie wants you to be your best. Plus 50% base health. I do like staying alive.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
You take down payments and violence.
Yeah, fair point. I'll let it go this time. If you're looking to help us out with our marauder problem, talk to Constable Reyes over in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
There really are a lot of dialogue options, huh? We could just, like, murder her, or we could talk it out. I like talking it out, chat. We're gonna have fun with the dialogue options in this game, it looks like. Like they went out of their way to make a charisma-based character feasible. Yeah, it looks like it. Oh yeah, I need to remember to slow time. This is the Outer Worlds. Game category should be listed. He's no bucks for the anti-capitalist game. Welcome back, Crimhorn. Thanks for the entire year. Corporate recruits, corporate trooper. We've made it to Edgewater, chat, where we can find employment and community. They're one and the same here in space.
I've got some time. Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
HR is not your friend. You're all replaceable, chat. And she knows exactly how much it costs to do so.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The can's bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Sounds good.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Hey, Martian, thanks for the sub-gifts. Happy Friday. Hope your weekend's off to a good start. Thanks for kicking mine off to a great start.
The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters. Former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Hey, Martian, congrats. Marauders aren't people. They seem to give you a lot of be good or be evil type leadings.
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
These workers must have left town for a reason. Yeah.
That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Oh, this is neat. We can choose to have teammates, too. All right.
Great. I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
CNP new manager seminar. You've gained a companion, their character that joined your adventure and help in a variety of ways. Learn more about your companions in the companion ledgers. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Got it.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. You got a minute?
I like that it says steal, so you know.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
If I wanted to deal with nuance, I wouldn't be this heavily armed. All right, tell us about it.
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place. I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, get my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
So we've got two. Is there a way for me to know which one is the optional? Because I assume one of these is the optional. I think it's this one. Maybe. Because one looks like it's going outside of town. This one is. Oh, is this one also going outside of town? No, maybe not. Are they in this? Are they in this building? I think they're in this building.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Fix the geothermal plant, cut off power, cut power to deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
You think of their group, friend.
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Oh, we don't have enough intelligence to make this option? That's sad. We need to get smarter, shit.
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts.
Oh.
I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Oh yeah, taking books away from people so they can't read them, shit.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
I don't know how many side quests we're gonna do, but I'll at least pick it up in case we get close. It sounds like he actually wants to read the book as opposed to just taking it out of circulation. Only source of protein a busy worker needs. Alright, so that's... Oh, we gotta go. I think we came out on the wrong side of town, shit. How good is the AI pathing? Seems reasonable. People are saying the book quest is good. Okay, so where do we go to check quests? I have weapons. Sentry Saber. Telescoping staff, two-handed melee. Okay. How do I change to my sword, chat? What's going on, Zer? Thanks for the 34 months. Oh, I wanted to look at my... It is triangle, got it. Melee weapons to attack and block. Can perform 3 swing combos. All melee weapons can block. Okay. Yeah, I'm playing on the PS5. Oh yeah, holding gets me the menu. Good call. Quests are in the journal. Got it. Oh yeah, the illustrated manual is quite close actually. Let's go do that. Chat doesn't usually agree on things super readily, and they were pretty in agreement we should go get the book. I haven't seen a map option. Is it in here? Oh yeah, it's in here. Yeah, BioShock and New Vegas are the two things other people compared it to. The character's definitely more... I haven't played Fallout, but I've played plenty of Skyrim and Morrowind back in the days, and the character creation and leveling is very similar to that for sure. Some hooligans here, Chip. We're gonna remember to slow time this time around.
Whoa! Wow, not even a scratch!
Fallout New Vegas is crash prone. Really? Still today?
Here we go!
Oh good, our companion recovered. I was a little worried we just got her killed, shit. Can our companions die in this game? I don't think so. Perfect. There's a door here. Got the letter today. Corporate ordered me to relocate to the Edgewater cannery effective immediately. It's a shame. I was really looking forward to running my own gift shop at the community center selling rare memorabilia. Go to another place now. All right, so we have skills. How do I upgrade intelligence? Are those not skills? 'Cause, like, we were missing an intelligence option. Or are these just permanently what they are? Oh, these stay what they are. Got it. Okay. I thought we were gonna get to put more in these, but these are just like character traits, huh? I understand now. Okay, so we put into, those are things that are, okay. I think I'm still happy with my choices there, but good to know for the future. I think it said there were items that can boost your stats in different ways. Or perks, yeah, maybe perks increase them. No stuff, chat. BKA. I gotta remember the barrels explode. Oh, that said heavy armor. Do we pick up a heavy gun maybe? Oh yeah, that's an assault rifle. Okay. Noted. Booty bangs chat. Traded in our fancy bow for an assault rifle. Yeah, basically. Melees from guns don't do much damage. Okay. I do. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Wonder if I can remap some of the controls in this game. what it's been. I wanted to put the weapon change on L1 like I was used to from Horizon. I'll have to get used to it being on triangle. Yeah, the layouts are weird compared to more modern games, but that's fine. We'll get used to it. Go ahead.
That was quick.
We got a plasma rifle, chat. Alright, we got Return to Vicar. Let's maybe do the next part of the main quest. Before we go back. What's everybody freaking out today, by the way? If any of the new regulars coming in, this is called Outer Worlds. It's an RPG shooter set in a very late stage capitalism space setting. It's a shorter game. The guides I read said it's somewhere between 10 and 15 hours, depending on how much side questing you do. So we're gonna jam with this for next week or so for our single player variety game. And then we'll probably have a couple days of mostly magic when the new alchemy card drop happens. So Thursday next week is when the alchemy card drop hits. So we'll do probably 3 or 4 magic decks on the couple of days following that. And then we'll have the open on the 19th for magic. And it sounds like there's a good chance we're gonna get to solve this area with our words.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
My spoiler card will be on the 14th. I'm not sure if they're posting spoilers before that, though. I didn't get a full schedule. I just know when mine's supposed to go up.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. Much obliged.
Yeah, I think that's probably true, Nor. They'll kick off spoilers during the set championship this weekend.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
What a nice old lady.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
What was I gonna say? I think my one thing, I like that all the characters in this game are voice acted, but the fact that they give you so much freedom over the range that your character is, it feels a little awkward that nothing that your character does is voiced in the game.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots. It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Oh, we get to choose whose power we cut off.
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
Yeah, let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Yeah. I think we choose the screw the corporations at every opportunity, right? It's the only correct choice.
Something you need? That's on account of how I never met her. It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to the office. Oh man, shit. It's
sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
Okay, well we're definitely we were like pretty confident we were big screw the corporation energy, but that's this game is full of Elon Musk level capitalism. Good lord. How do I get to where we're going? Oh, do I have to like walk back out of here, it looks like? It's been good, Dex. The character rating's been good so far. Gameplay seems reasonable, very, BioShock is the game I'd most likely draw comparisons to that I've played most recently. We did BioShock Infinity not long ago, in the last year. People that have played Fallout New Vegas said it's kind of the spiritual successor to that. If you're familiar with that title. Oh, can I save at any point, by the way? Yeah, it looks like it. Sweet. Being able to save at any point makes game a little bit easier for variety stuff. Mechanical Guardian Mach 1. Combat drone. They're red. Are these people gonna fight me when I get up here?
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
Ah, damn it. I'm gonna accidentally heal. I'm gonna accidentally heal trying to change weapons a lot after playing a bunch of Horizon. My current reflexes are very much press L1 to swap weapons. And give my companions weapon and armor? Oh, really? Oh, she already has, weapons. Give her a mask, though? Oh, the companions have infinite ammo. Oh. Okay, so I want to give her a more cracked weapon then, is what you're saying. I have a plasma rifle. Nothing like licking some corporate space food to get you up in the morning. What's going on, drunk?
The control room should be
Thanks for the almost 2.5 years. Welcome back.
Hope we're doing the right thing.
Unexpected.
And we have decent weapon variety so far.
Ready for this. Everyone all right?
Honestly, chat, I think short games are underrated. While I enjoyed my time playing through Horizon, I think, you know, a 10 to 12 hour game top to bottom is not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, I explicitly picked this game as our next game because I wanted something shorter in between longer games. Plant status is brought to you. Emerald Vale operating at 22% efficiency. Structural damage detected. The power redirection function has failed. Manual override required. Please activate all 3 electrical track switches.
Three switches. That'll be easy enough.
I get to choose where I'm going to redirect power from once we're done here, right? Facility is in a state of lockdown. Accepted. Oh, right. It gave us a passcode.
Here we go!
Leveled up. Oh, we got a perk too, because every 2 levels we get a perk, chat. Points into there. Let's get some tech points. Leadership is cracked. Okay. Extra walk speed sounds good. Hey, thanks for the 2/3 of a year, Kyle. Welcome back. Free Winona indeed. Hopefully soon. I'm hoping they're waiting to give us big changes to Historic till after the set championship that's happening this weekend. And that's why they've been pretty minimal because this tournament's coming up. Wizards likes to make changes post tournaments usually. Plasma rifle's kind of sweet.
Just two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
Talk to her and answer that question?
Yeah, huh?
Ooh, that was a lot of bullets, Jet. Extra shooty bangs. Well, the people that were here, they did beat some of these mechanical robot things.
Away, Phantom! Get away!
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded. Here we go! Next one!
Yeah, chat, we used our engineering skills. Workbench allows you to repair, upgrade, modify your weapons and armor, keeping you combat ready at each screen. Oh, there's durability on items in this game. Chat, I want to let you in on a little secret. No video game in the history of video games has ever been made better by making your items fall apart.
Want to go? If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the Vale?
Process sweeping the area.
Incoming!
I gave some thoughts on the metagame breakdown for Historic on Twitter, but the TLDR is I feel very validated in saying that I'm taking a break from Historic for a little bit. For people that didn't see, the set championship tournament this weekend is 25% Phoenix decks and over 25% blue-white control. And then another 10% is auras, and another 10% is food decks. It's actually just like 80% misery, and then a good chunk of the other 20% is probably more misery. That plant worker's missing a head, chat. Very much validating my there's no good guys in Historic mantra. Just actually all decks that, like, when you sit down to play against them, you just kind of sigh and you're like, this sucks.
All I know is the decision's final.
I don't even think that Phoenix needs to change. I think Unholy Heat needs to be nerfed. Unholy Heat's probably too good in Modern, too. I think it's definitely too good in Historic. Yeah, I just think there's a good chance Unholy Heat should just be nerfed into Oblivion, because I agree. It probably just should have never been in Historic to start.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred?
He tells me Edgewater's going to die without workers in
That
power.
sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
Don't worry, I was barely listening to you.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
No one's ever told me those words in that order. Listen, I'm sorry, hun. We're gonna have to screw the corporation's shit. Safety failures detected. Are you sure you want to continue? Continue. Redirect power to Edgewater or to the botanical laboratory? Or send it to the laboratory, chat. Listen, chat, did you hear how they treated Parvati's mother when she got pregnant? Like, nah, they can. A little Spacer's Choice town can burn. Seems like the rest of them are gonna survive here just fine. Yeah, exactly. They can join the deserters and they'll be fine. Alright, where is the map taking me currently? Now, I think the people on the bottom are gonna be fine. They can go join the deserters. She was really welcoming.
Don't mess with us. You got him.
Wow, that one had a lot of stuff on it. It was a big and shit. We're not screwing an entire town, chat. We're liberating them from their corporate overlords. We're doing them a favor. When we get there, they should say thank you. I haven't actually saved the game. I think it quick saves, but let's just save just in case. I wonder if they're gonna attack us when we walk in here because we cut their power. You don't think the deserters are very good either? I'm sure they're all varying shades of gray, chat. Yeah, that's how life tends to work. All right, let's go give what's his name the book back real quick.
I put my whole life in that cannery.
Oh, we didn't actually read the book ourselves. That's a good point. Oh, it doesn't look like we can.
All the lights in town went out. Since then, I've had wild-eyed workers begging my guidance. I'm surprised you would go along with this action, Ms. Holcomb.
I'm not sure what the right and wrong of it is, sir. But leaving the deserters with neither walls nor lights would have left them to the mercy of marauders.
Let's hope walls alone are sufficient, then.
Fuck this town, fuck Reed Thompson.
Oh, inarguably. This town was a pustule on the ass of the architect. Metaphorically speaking. You took it upon yourself to decide the fate of strangers. I don't know whether that's confidence or arrogance. Either way, I'm fascinated. Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. There is little more important than such a precious, rare text. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
It has to be some kind of cosmic retribution.
Yes, you're right. Such are the workings of the equation. And I've only my own hubris to blame. I certainly never planned for this contingency. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew. Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back.
Oh, we get a
I'm
new
pretty handy
crewmate.
with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
Let's do it.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order, and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Priest hits rock bottom. He pulls out his gun and his bat. Yeah, it sounds like maybe he's gonna give us extra dialogue options. Maybe he boosts our skills or something.
Is Reed hiding in there? Mr. Thompson is aware of your concerns and remains committed to guiding Edgewater into prosperity.
How's it going,
You know
bud?
what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters, plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it? Is that right? I'm dying to hear this. Please, educate me.
Life is full of betrayals. I'm just the most recent one. You're a horrible person, and you deserve everything that's coming to you. What's going on, Eric Trud? Thanks for the 20 bucks. Yeah, a lot of people have described this as the spiritual successor to New Vegas, which I have not played. You're all slaves to Spacer's Choice. That's the real truths right there. Hey, thanks for the 64 months, J-Chick. Hope you're doing all right. Appreciate the prime.
Liberating? Edgewater is my home. The only home I've ever had. I put down roots here, gave decades of my life to this place. I never asked to be liberated. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you.
So, does this Intimidate 25 mean it's guaranteed to work because I have the skill, or this is an attempt based on my current Intimidate? It's a threshold, okay.
All right, easy now. Let's not do anything we'll regret. I'll order my guards to stand down. Take what you came for, and then leave us be.
My companions have leveled up. Oh.
Stand down, all of you. We're done.
Don't want you bleeding on my power regulator. Oh, I leveled up too, right? I did. Okay. I'm just gonna stat dump into dialogue. The dialogue options have been superb. Yeah, we won the engagement with the dialogue option. Which is kind of great.
What are we supposed to do now?
Exercise patience.
Don't make me report
Contemplate
you to
the
Mr.
scriptures.
Thompson.
Got my hands full at the moment. Make it quick, please.
Hey, we got our power regulator, so we're good to push off then, right? Probably makes us a good break point. It's about 10 o'clock. Supposedly? Okay. And the load times in this game are long for a PlayStation 5 game. It must not be particularly optimized, which doesn't surprise me. Since it's an older game. Alright, yeah, let's save here and we'll get the power regulator back to our ship tomorrow. Tomorrow morning. To start. Wait, not tomorrow morning. Tomorrow is Saturday, chat. I won't be live tomorrow. Monday. I do mean Monday. I took a personal day yesterday, chat, so my whole time of week is kind of blurred and skewed. All right, shall we gather some magical cards? I think we shall. I think my plan next week is we'll do probably a little bit longer variety stuff and slightly shorter magic the first couple of days, then we'll do mostly magic the last couple of days after alchemy set releases. I think is my plan. Let's do alchemy first today, and we'll do some standard after. It was a good day off. Christy and I just kind of took the day together, like ran some errands and some other stuff. Got lunch, all that jazz. We have dates for alchemy stuff now. Yeah, alchemy stuff releases on the 17th, two modes. That's why my tournament's on the 19th. Yeah, week from yesterday. 6 days. I don't believe we've had any spoilers for alchemy stuff yet. Do I have an SSD for the PS5? No, just the built-in storage is supposed to be very quick on it. Annihilatrix was one of the selling points of the hardware. Yeah, the built-in storage is a high-speed drive. Okay. Oh, it is just an SSD, sure, yeah. Yeah, like for reference, it's something specific to Outer Worlds. If you haven't watched my other things, is like the load times there for Outer Worlds this morning were longer than the load times in Horizon Forbidden West, which is a brand new game. Yeah, spoilers during the set championship this weekend makes sense. What do we want to play? I'll play first. I think I had a couple of decks loaded. I already did tokens. I'm gonna do alchemy to start. These are both alchemy decks. I'm gonna do vampires. This deck has been sweet the few times we've played it. Yes, Mono White was the most registered deck for Alchemy in the set championship this weekend.